Okay, this is Robert Caine, panning my audience for my persuasive speech. Okay, I want to talk to you today about beavers. Specifically, I want to inform you about the importance of beaver dams and persuade you to support efforts to manage beavers responsibly. Now, the beaver is a very unique creature, and its construction abilities are fascinating to humans. Dams constructed by beavers do more than provide an acceptable living environment for them. They also provide for a whole ecosystem in the wetlands they create. Now, I love to watch informational documentaries on television, and two of my favorite subjects are construction projects and animal life. So watching a documentary about beavers is a double dip for me. Now, I've done quite a bit of research on beavers and the dams and their impact on our environment, and I've come up with this thesis statement for the speech. Beaver dams play an important role in the ecosystem in which they dwell. Now, today I want to talk to you about several topics, the first of which is the fact that many people claim that beavers are just a destructive rodent that needs to be destroyed. I want to talk about the fact that the beaver is a truly unique animal and that beaver dams are important to our environment. And then we want to talk about some options for man and beaver to coexist. So let's talk about the fact that many claim that beavers are just destructive rodents that need to be destroyed. Now, the New World Encyclopedia website reports that there are problems sometimes with beavers, such as tree damage or flooding to things like farmlands, even floodings of roads and washing roads out. But the Wildlife Removal website classifies the beaver as a pest species, and this is due to their dam building habits. And they say that the best thing to do is remove them or destroy them. But I would like to talk to you today about the fact that the beaver is a truly unique animal. Now, there are only two types of beavers found in the world, two different species. One is the European beaver, the other is the American beaver. Now, the New World Encyclopedia website reports that the American beaver is found as far north as Alaska and as far south as Mexico and Florida. Beavers are considered to be a keystone species. You say, well, what's a keystone species? Well, the Nature Notes website defines a keystone species as one that has a disproportionately large influence on its ecosystem relative to its own biomass. So what does that really mean? Well, it means that we have a small animal that has a huge impact on its own ecosystem. Now, beavers have an amazing ability to change the landscape, second only to that of humans. Now, if you think about that, that's a tremendous fact. That's according to the Beaver Wetlands and Wildlife website. The third thing I want to talk to you about is the fact that beaver dams are important to our environment. Stephen Granis, on his Beaver Dam information site, says that beaver dams are the primary natural way of establishing wetlands. He goes on to say that the ponds, wetlands, and meadows formed by beaver dams increases biodiversity and improves overall environmental quality. The Wetlands and Wildlife site says that as the beavers build dams and create ponds, these silt and sediment collects in the bottoms of these ponds, and that sediment actually works as a filter and can filter out toxins such as pesticides. So we would all agree that that's a great benefit to having beaver dams. Now, there are options for man and beaver to coexist. Working with beavers, according to the Wetlands and Wildlife website, seems to provide the best solution. If you remove beavers from a good habitat, chances are that other beavers will just move right back in. So they suggest allowing the beavers to remain while addressing specific problems, whether that's flooding issues for roads or farmlands or damaging trees. There are solutions that we can come to without just removing them or destroying them. They also report that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has a partner program called Partners for Wildlife that can provide funding or materials to help alleviate the problems caused by the beavers. Now, for action, what do we want to do? Well, we should all work together to preserve beaver dams when possible because of their tremendous environmental benefit. When beavers do become a problem, we can tolerate their presence by wrapping trees that we don't want damaged. We can install slow drain pipes in the dams, or even relocate the beavers if necessary. Destroying beavers will only lead to fewer wetlands and weaker biological environments. So in summary, we've seen that destroying beavers is not the best solution to our conflicts with them. Beavers are truly unique animals. Beaver dams are important to our environment, and that man and beaver can coexist. So I urge you to realize the benefit that beaver dams provide to our environment and support efforts to manage and control their existence. Thank you.